Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Thursday, Christopher.
I'm going to make it a Fire It Up Thursday, PJ.
Oh, we love those days.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what a great week it's already been in the Dream Giveaway Garage. Next week, even more excitement is going to happen because on Thursday of next week, 1 week from today, we'll be drawing the winner for the classic Corvette. That's that Resto Mod 65 with the LS engine. So keep those fingers crossed. And next Friday, a week from tomorrow, big award ceremony, handing over the keys and the titles for the 2 Roush Dream Machines. It only happens right here. PJ, who's watching?
There's a lot of people who reach out to us all the time and they're like, oh, I missed out on that 65 Resto Mod vet. I was wondering who won it. And I said, well, you could still win. We don't know yet.
You, absolutely.
Alan says, good afternoon, gentlemen, from Facebook. We appreciate that. And we are
Alan.
Streaming both on Facebook and YouTube as well.
That's great. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to ring the bell and subscribe. You'll be notified when we post new content. And there is exclusive content over there on our YouTube channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, be sure you also go check us out on YouTube.
Alan from YouTube says, fire, fire, fire.
Speaking of firing it up, does that sound like somebody's firing something up back there?
Yeah, it does look like somebody. You never know what's going to happen here in the garage.
In a live video. You guys probably can't hear it, but we can hear it in the background there.
Frederick says, look at that. It's flipping beautiful. It's staying with
a great long bed.
F words.
And I got to tell you, what a great fun truck. Go out in the summertime, get some ice cream, take the kids out. You know, remember the days in which when we were kids they'd all pile us into the back of a Ford long bed like this one? They didn't care about seat belts and safety seats, do they?
No, Chris.
They'll just get in the back of the truck and you know what they'd say next, PJ. Shut the blah blah.
Yeah,
That's exactly what they tell us. You just sit in the back and, you know, you'd kind of hang out in the bed there.
That's right.
Anyway, so Ford F250. If you guys recall, we gave away an Ford F100. That was the 1970s. So if this is a 68, why is it a 250 and the 70 was a 100? Great question. So the Ford F100 was the half-ton. Ford changed the nomenclature from F1 to F100 back more in the 50s. And then in mid-70s, maybe 75, they moved it from the F100 to the 150. Just a name change, honestly. It was still a half-ton truck. And so with that being said, the 250 has, at least since the 50s, maybe all the way since the late 40s, has always been a 3/4 ton truck. The F350 then came along and was a 1-ton truck. And today that nomenclature of a 150, 250, 350, all the way up. If you see an ambulance, it might be a 450, a 550, a 650. All of those have to do with the designation half-ton, 3/4 ton, 1-ton, 2-ton, whatever the case may be.
Chris, I don't think you'd be wanting to put anything in the back of this bed, right? With this beautiful...
It's so beautiful, you would not want to put kids back there. No, they'd be spilling their pina coladas back here.
All over that wood bed.
There you go.
From Bedwood.
But that beautiful wood bed is from Bedwood. Thanks for that. And
the Oklahoma Nobody wants to know, is the headliner hanging down in the cab? That's a good question. Somebody was asking that.
Yes, we special ordered a new one from CJ Pony Parts, and we're waiting for it to arrive.
Okay.
And we will include it for the winner. If we have time, we'll even have it installed for the winner.
Is that a common thing that happened to these vehicles back in the day?
Yeah, heat primarily, and we are in Florida. But no, we will have a brand new headliner in there for the winner.
Al, the YouTuber. Hi, Chris and PJ. I need that twin-tone truck. Yeah, the color on this thing is amazing.
Yeah,
look at this thing.
Absolutely, the cream and the maroon. Hey, speaking of Fire It Up, PJ, we have a guest Fire It Up today. You guys like 67 Chevelles at all? Well, I've got to remind you, you can send in your video of you firing up your favorite car. Send it to PJ. PJ, do you have that screen that shows people where to send it in? If not, maybe PJ will post that later.
No, I got it up there right now. So if you want to fire up your own vehicle and send it in, you can text it to that company address.
And special thanks to Brody, whose 67 Chevelle sure looks sweet indeed. Looks to me he's got some Resto Mod action going on with it. So let's watch our fan fire it up Friday. Today's fan, Brody with a 67 Chevelle.
And then we're going to fire up this.
And then we'll fire up the F250. Correct.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, yeah. Do here, this has a Phi-Tech fuel injection system, and so what you do is you prime that, turn the key on.
The key is on the dash.
Key is on the dash. Hear that air blowing? I was checking the air earlier. It blows cold, man.
Yeah, just what you
So
like.
I'm going to give it a minute just for that fuel injection system to go ahead and to prime, electronic fuel injection, of course, and to get it ready. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those great looking wheels. Again, those are 5 lugs. The hubs have been switched over to accommodate 4-wheel disc brakes. So let me come on in.
Okay.
Let me get that clutch in, make sure I'm in a nice neutral position here, and let's see. There we go. Listen to that big purr. Oh my.
It's got quite the rumble, Chris.
It's got quite the rumble going back on there indeed, doesn't it? What a great sound. Fuel injected. You've got that wonderful Dakota digital gauges here. Can't really see them light up much, but if I go into the accessory, now you can see them, right? And I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Here, put the camera up to the vent and let's see if they can feel the cold air coming out, PJ.
Yeah, I can feel it right here.
You can feel it right there. Well, that's cool. It looks like 1,800 miles are on this since the restoration. And PJ, why do the brights keep staying on? This is the second one this week. I'm going to have to turn them off at that floor switch.
That's crazy that that floor switch has the high beams on it right down there.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys have 1 week left to enter to win this classic F250 long bed 3/4 ton Resto Mod fuel injected 351 bored and stroked and dynoed up to 408 cubic inches, no replacement for displacement. This thing is ready for an ice cream cruise. So get your entries at dreamgiveaway.com. Don't know if we'll be doing a video tomorrow. That's why we did a nice live today. But PJ, before I outro, I think you've got something.
Yeah, Kathy has a question. Is there a ride suspension button on the way to rise and lower it up a bit?
There is. And that's right here.
Chris, you just took it off.
I just took it off. There
Bluetooth,
you go. Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's Bluetooth. So you go ahead here, and it will go to regular ride height when you turn it on, and then you've got 3 settings for the Ride Tech suspension on there. So I'm going to put that back here. where the lighter used to be in the old days. And what a beautiful truck. And I promise we'll get that headliner swapped out because CJ Pony Parts, our partner in this, they rock over there. Special order item, you can imagine, not a whole lot of 68.
So what is this, 10 days left to get tickets, Chris? Is that what it
No,
is?
1 week, PJ, 7 days and 10 hours to get your entries to win. So do that at dreamgiveaway.com, please, and thank you. Help out those 8 great charities. You're always a winner when you do that. And then next week, we're going to start getting ready for the Roush Awards ceremony and for the winter call and the classic Corvette. And then before you know it, it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, and we're going to kick summer off in gear. Lots of great stuff coming up all summer long in our favorite place on earth and yours, the Dream Giveaway Garage.
See you next time, everyone.